welcome to another episode of the most critically acclaimed podcast on face of the earth, Whiners and Losers. And today is what date? So today is 11th of September. Oh, it just turned into 12th September. 12th September 2024, and the time right now is 00:06, which is basically 12:06 a.m. in the night. And today we have a brand new episode. And to be completely honest, I didn't want to record anything because I don't have anything particular in my mind. But since we're thinking about consistency a lot, we are just trying to be better, at least with trying to be consistent with stuff that I planned out to do. So I thought, every Wednesday we record something. So let's record something. So there's a good chance that this episode is gonna turn out as a bummer, as a fly episode in Breaking Bad, which is, in my opinion, is one of the most underappreciated, or one of the most genius episode. For people who are not aware about the Fly episode in Breaking Bad, I think it's season 4, season 5, one of those seasons. There's an episode called Fly, and I think it's directed by either Rian Johnson or J.J. Abrams. I could get it wrong, and I also want to issue an apology for the last episode because I used Celine song's name incorrectly. I instead said Celine Dion, who is some singer songwriter which I've never heard of before. I might have seen just her name somewhere, and I don't know why I kept on saying Celine Dion. So my apologies. Past Lives is made by Celine's song, and she's a brilliant filmmaker. And let's get to Fly. So Fly is either directed by Rian Johnson or J.J. Abrams. It's one of those directors. Let me just Google it for you. Let me just make sure I'm getting this correct, because I don't want to fuck this up this time. Fly Breaking Bad is directed by Rian Johnson. I was right. As always, I was right. Rian Johnson is the director of films like Knives Out, Glass Onion, Brick, Looper, and you might hear some dogs barking behind. It's because it is what it is. We have a shitty setup, but like Uncle Joey once said, it's not about the resources, it's just about heart. So that's what we are keeping, heart. If you got the right heart about this, then that's all that matters. So Fly, like I was talking about, is directed by Rian Johnson, is one of the most divisive is the correct word. Divisive episode of Breaking Bad. Like, some people absolutely love it and some people absolutely hated it, because it was a slow burner sort of thing, and this whole episode is shot in the lab. So like there's just one scene where Jesse and Mr. White are stuck in the lab where they cook meth, and a fly gets into the lab, and Mr. White is adamant that he doesn't want to cook in a contaminated lab. He needs everything perfect. So they decide that they're gonna catch the fly, and once they catch the fly, only after that they're gonna cook. And the whole episode is them trying to catch the fly, and it's a brilliant episode. So this could be one of those episodes. This could be, even though we have nothing planned and everything's gonna be spontaneous, everything's gonna be stream of consciousness sort of thing. So Fly was something, or the films I watched recently. So the last time we talked about past lives, after past lives, I watched, I think, 2 or 3 films. I watched Kicking and Screaming. I watched The Iron Claws, and there's one more film I'm missing. I might have watched. Okay, I forget the name of that film. So yeah, at least and Killer of the Flower Moon I've started. I haven't finished it. I've been through an hour of that film. So Kicking and Screaming is a film directed by Noah Baumbach. It's his debut film. He wrote and directed the film. It was it was a great effort. I would say that it was a great effort for a debut. Not like it wasn't like a Boogie Nights. It wasn't like a Sydney by Paul Thomas Anderson, or Reservoir Dogs by Quentin Tarantino, or Mean Streets by Martin Scorsese. It wasn't at that level, but it was still a good film. It was a watchable film. And the second film was The Iron Claw. Yeah, I watched The Iron Claw. The Iron Claw was a great film. A great film. Not like a masterpiece or anything like that, but a great film. And Jack Efron, whatever the dude's name is, the lead actor of the film. So the Iron Claw is about a wrestling family. I forget the name. It's a German family name, and it's based on a real story about a wrestling family, and it's a great film. It kind of reminded me of that that Mark Ruffalo movie about wrestling. Mark Ruffalo and The Office, the guy from The Office. What's his name? I forget his name, man. I shouldn't have forgotten his name, but I forget his name. That film, the wrestling film, it like somewhat reminded me, because it was poignant. Is it called poignant? It was a sad film. And yeah, I think I watched these 2 films. Really nice, and to be honest, I'm feeling really sleepy right now. So we're just gonna keep this episode ultra short, and we're gonna end this here. Yeah, we're gonna just end this here. I don't have anything else to talk about, to be honest. I just started reading Conversation with Friends again by Sally Rooney. I can't write. I don't know why is that. I can't stick to writing. I can't edit. And recently I've been thinking that back then, when I had less resources, when I had a shitty laptop and I didn't have a place of my own, I was producing stuff, I was writing, I was creating and everything. And now I have everything. I have a place of my own. I have my own room. I have a good laptop. I have a table. And I can't create anything, man. It just doesn't make sense, this thing. I don't know what to think. I genuinely do not know what to think. Do I need chaos to create something? Because I have a feeling in like, when everything is neat, I can't think about stuff. So maybe we'll create some chaos. But to be honest, I want a peaceful life. I don't know why do I keep on saying to be honest. Yeah, to be candid, candidly speaking, I want a peaceful, life well organized I want to live a life with a system. I think that's the only way to live. That's the only way you can live sanely in an insane world. I think there's a quote from a Kurosawa film, which I haven't watched. I think I just watched one Kurosawa film, Seven Samurai. I don't think I know. I just watched one Kurosawa film, Seven Samurai. I liked it. I quite liked the film. And there's a quote in one of Kurosawa film. I think it's from Ran. It's pronounced differently. Ron or something like that. It's pronounced as. Or Dream, maybe. One of those films where he says something like, to live in a sane world you have to be a bit insane, or to live in an insane world you have to be a bit sane, something of that sort. Okay, on that note, see, that's how it's gonna be. Me not remembering stuff, because I have to record this late at night, because I can't record it during the day because it's a lot of commotion in the background, and night is the only time I get some quiet. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have. We have this is it. This is the podcast. Thank you for tuning in. If someone is tuning in, which I doubt anyone is, I've said this multiple times. I think I say it on every episode that no one's tuning in. I'm pretty sure no one is. Like even if someone's tuning in like accidentally, I'm 100% sure no one's listening till the end. I mean, no one's listening to this part. So, yeah, a sad goodbye.